welcome to neutral site action, and we're just about ready for kickoff. And now let's head down to the coin toss. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Ferguson has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep to open up the ball game. Here we go, folks. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game. Now he pitches it. Room around the corner. Runs right for a nice gain.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 29. Quick strike to the receiver. Ford gains about 43-yard line. 3rd down.
And it's always a plus if you're able to pick up the first down with the running game.
They come out in a 5-wide set. Got a man, watch out here. And he's tackled.
Good offense.
From the 32-yard line. It's 1st down. He's tackled around the 13-yard line. They'll make the sack. The blitz was the call, but the D lineman was the one who made his way to the quarterback.
And he showed great quickness getting off the line into the backfield. This guy can move for a big fella.
Second and long. Ball on the 21-yard line. Setting up blockers or running backs. Got it on the screen. He gets hit out of bounds at the 13. And this play is number 8 on the drive. Moves up, and the defense has got it.
That makes it 4th and 9.
Fourth and long here after the sack. Trying to take the lead by a field goal. Kicks away, and the field goal is good. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Sooners and their coaching staff, Kirk, just happy to have a guy like this in the program. Their offense really clicks when he's playing well.
Well, I think it gives them the diversity that they're looking for. I mean, at times they're going to run the football. Other times they're going to try to air it out. And when you have one guy that gets so much attention on the outside, it just seems to open up other aspects of their offensive attack. And they've done a good job.
He tackles him for a loss.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
Tackle made at about the 49. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Foul. Clipping. Offense.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. 2nd down and a ways to go because of the penalty. the 35-yard line.
Jennings is a tackle at the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick.
Boy, Brad, this guy drops an interception. And what's ironic about that, from going for the meetings the other day, is that this guy's been telling the coaches he wants to play some wide receiver. Wonder why you're not playing wide receiver? Because you can't catch the ball as a defensive back.
And he can't hang on to the ball.
That's a tough break. Whether you lose the ball or not, it can mess with your head when that happens.
They're set to go for another round. Draw play. Gets out to about the 21.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 21. Got it, but he's going to lose yards here. A 1-yard loss.
Not much going on there.
He's still going. And he's taken down at the 22-yard line. The offense didn't appear to be in sync on that series.
This is the kind of solid, consistent play you look for in your defense. Let's see if the offense can follow it up.
Certainly they don't have the return on here. Booming kick. He gets out to about the 42-yard line. You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Fires out to his receiver. And they make the stop around the 49-yard line.
That's a gain of 7 on the play.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. The ball is loose. Picks up the fumble. And down he goes at about the 33-yard line. From the 33-yard line. 1st down. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Makes the grab and out of bounds. And that one goes for about 5 yards and 1st down.
And I like the decision the quarterback made on this play. He didn't try to force a deep pass. Instead, he just threw a little dump-off pass that was good enough for a 1st down.
When you've got a quarterback making throws that quickly, the defense doesn't have a lot of time to react to the play. Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage.
Jennings brings him down at the 12-yard line. That'll make it
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He gets rid of this one. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
Screen pass. He's got his halfback. He's taken down at the 7.
You know, the great thing about a screen pass is once it's executed is to watch the linemen get downfield and have a chance to show their athletic ability in the open field. These guys are close to 300 pounds, some cases over 300 pounds, and here they are in the open field trying to block a guy that weighs 180 pounds or 190 pounds. And when it hits a big one, there's nothing better than watching those linemen be able to make a big play 10 or 15 or 20 yards downfield trying to open it up.
They go to the left for a nice gain. And this is the 10th play of the drive. Now he's flushed and they got it. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
So it's 4th down. This one should be makeable. This is for the tie. Kicks up, and he got it.
Even though they gave up a field goal here, that defense is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Gets out to about the 21. You talk about our meetings this week with the defensive coordinator, Kirk, and this is what they were hoping for, that they can control the line of scrimmage.
Well, these players must have been listening pretty intently because that's exactly what we've seen. These defenses have come out. They've controlled things early, trying to just set the tone. It's really going to be up to both of these offenses to try to make some adjustments and try to be able to come after them in some way.
They run it left. Makes it to the 22-yard line.
That brings us 2nd and 9.
From their own 22-yard line. 2nd down. Throwing left. Very good tackle in space. Bring him down around the 43-yard line. We've played one, and this one's knotted up at 3. Welcome back here. We resume action now here in the 2nd quarter. He's on the run. Dives for extra yardage. From the 48-yard line. 1st down. Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Catches it, and he's looking for more. Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 38. A little toss across the middle. And he's tackled around the 42-yard line.
That makes it 4th and 4.
The punter is going to try to pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt here. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime. Complete. He's got room. About 6 yards on that. Takes it right and brought down right away.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
On the catch, and he steps out.
Hey, it's a first down for this offense that keeps everybody enthusiastic. You can see the momentum that this offense is gaining. The coaches and the players on the sideline are fired up, and hey, it's a new set of downs.
He's tackled at about the 41.
Thomas makes the tackle at the 41-yard line. First down.
From their own 41-yard line, it's first down. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry, and he's level at midfield.
Thomas on the tackle at the 50-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 1.
And he's immediately tackled. Tackle made at the 37-yard line. This is the 8th play of this drive. Looking right, intercepted. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Well, that's big time. He made a great read on the quarterback and got in there for the pick.
From their own 34-yard line, first down. Lets it fly, and it's intercepted. And the quarterback just can't believe it. He really wishes he could have that one back.
Every quarterback has passes that he wishes he could have back. However, hey, a pick is a pick, and no one is going to care how bad he wants that one back.
Quick release. Oh, had it knocked down. Kirk, the safety, made a really nice play on the ball.
Well, if he's able to break on that ball just a second sooner, he would have gotten the pick there, too.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. Trying to set up a little screen. Gets it to his tailback. Tackle at the 49. Just throws this one away. Maddox is the deep man awaiting the return. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Offense comes back out, looking to improve from their last effort.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Caught, open field. He's out to the 30. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 31. From their own 31-yard line. First down. He's got it out to his tight end. And he's taken down around the 45-yard line. Ball on the 45-yard line. He gets out to about the 48-yard line. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Second and 7.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
That'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. Another carry, and he's brought down for a loss. Norman awaiting the return. And it goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. You always want to go in the locker room with momentum, so as we get closer to halftime, I think we'll see more and more attempts to create big plays. Fires out to his wideout. That's a great tackle at the 12-yard line.
Gibson with the tackle at the 12-yard line. That'll bring up
second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Makes it out to maybe the 13-yard line. And he's stopped behind the line.
They just kind of spun their wheels here, but credit to defense with not giving up any ground.
Ferguson awaits the snap. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. Maddox fields it at the 48. Tries to get around the corner. And down he goes at the 23.
I give the defense credit, but right now I think it's more a case of sloppy offense.
Yeah, you got to recognize that both defenses have come into this game with the right mindset, and they're very well prepared. But I'm with you. It's one thing to have great defense. It's another thing when those defenses are going up against offenses that just are not clicking right now and hitting on all cylinders.
Lets it fly. Zips it to his receiver. Touchdown. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
And it takes some real accuracy on those deep corner routes, so kudos to the quarterback. And he hits the PAT. They line up to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 2. Tackle made at the 26.
Can this defense play any better? I mean, these guys have a great tradition. They live up to the billing today. Now we're starting to see whether or not this team can get it done. And if they are, then I think the defense should go down to the offensive side of the field, talk to their own offense, and try to get them fired up to go out there and get some more points on the board.
And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
The protection broke down. The defense was in the backfield in a hurry, and they brought the quarterback down. Nice play.
From their own 21-yard line, it's second down. He goes out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That brings us 3rd and 10.
Throws it to the halfback on the screen. Knocked out of bounds at the 27. They go to the air and pick up a couple.
The offense is trying to get the ball into the hands of the halfback here, and he did a pretty good job of getting a few yards, but the defense was just swarming to the ball right there.
And this one is a beauty. Tackle at the 38-yard line. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And he just gets rid of it.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
From their own 38-yard line, it's second down. Quick strike to the receiver. And down he goes at the 49-yard line. Strike to his receiver, no good.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play. That makes
From the 49-yard line. Second down. Here's a screen pass. Gets it to the back. The Seminoles use their second timeout. He wants it all. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
Number 80 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. Fumble. It's scooped up, and they make the stop at the 11.
What was most impressive is how he followed the play, and he just didn't give up on it. It was that effort that allowed him to come away with the fumble.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. He's taken down around the 2-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
He scrambles. Keeps it, and he's got a touchdown. So the quarterback decided to improvise and took it in for the touchdown.
This is why this guy is such a special player. This is what makes the offense even more difficult to stop. When a quarterback can take it himself and run, that's just one more weapon the defense has to account for.
He makes the PAT. A short 2-play, 11-yard drive, and they put up 7 points. So our score, 17-3, and it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Across the 30. Brought down at the 34-yard line. They'll take over here, ready to start a new series. He throws it. He goes up, picked off.
Well, that's exactly what this defensive coordinator wanted to see. Somebody come up with a big play. Right when it looked like this team might be able to get back in the game and come up with the big interception and maintain the momentum here in the first half.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 42.
And he's going to come up with a sack.
You have to keep an eye on this guy, especially during passing situations, because he does a great job of getting to the quarterback, as we saw right there.
I guess he'll throw this one as far as he can and hope for a miracle. Throws it deep. As they head to the locker rooms, this one is far from over. The Seminoles lead it by 2 touchdowns.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Davis, David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. This has been the kind of first half that every pass rusher who's ever played the game just dreams of. It's been a free run at the quarterback. Now, I'm sitting here in the studio with you who are watching all these games. I know that the strategy is going to change. I know they're going to keep extra guys in the block. They're going to keep running backs in. They're going to chip pass rushers. But the defense knows too. What kind of impact does that have on a defensive player when he knows it's coming?
Well, it makes a huge impact, especially when you got defensive linemen that continue to come off the edge and make big plays, because that doesn't mean I have to blitz that guy. If you want to take a tight end and put him over to my defensive end, there is a thing called a zone blitz. It's not a new invention. You can drop that guy into pass coverage, bring heat off the other side. So I think the defense knows to change up their strategies, and they also know that the quarterback and the OC, offensive coordinator, they're going to go to a quicker passing game. They can sit on the shorter routes because they know the ball's coming out. When you got pass rushers coming home like they have, cornerbacks get to be more aggressive, safeties get to be more aggressive, and you can see them making bigger plays probably in the second half because of it.
David and I will stay locked in on everything going on in college football. Going to wrap it up here in the studio. Just about time to get you out to your second half. Brad and Kirk ready with a call.
All right, Reese and Davis, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. The Seminoles continue to get it done on the defensive side of the football, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building this lead and almost determined here to protect it. Let's see if they can hold on here for the rest of the way.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. They'll bring him down at the 35-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 35. Got him. And he goes down quickly.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play.
From their own 43-yard line. It's first down. Here comes the pressure. He gets hit out of bounds around the 47-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Throws it in a hurry. He's at the 40. And he's tackled around the 33-yard line. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find a hot receiver.
From the 33-yard line. First down. Just throws this one away. He's hit and taken down. Here's the 8th play of the series. And he's hit before he can go anywhere. Going right to his tailback. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
From the 18-yard line, 2nd down. A yard if any there for the half. He's got it. Touchdown. And did that play ever develop nicely?
Well, it's all about the receiver on this play. He beat his man off the line and then ran a perfect route. All he had to do after that was make the catch.
They got great concentration from everyone to connect on that flag pattern.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Ferguson looks ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. Gets out to about the 21. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. Quick out to his receiver. Tackle made at the 29. It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. On the catch, and he steps out. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
From their own 29-yard line. 2nd down. Complete across the middle. He's tackled at the 49.
This receiver showed soft hands and hung on for the 1st down. And if I'm not mistaken, the defense sent their corner on a blitz. If he doesn't get to the quarterback, the numbers are in favor of the offense, just like we saw.
From their own 49-yard line. 1st down. Got a man, watch out here. And he is drilled at the 38. Tackle at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 23. Pass complete and taken down immediately. This is the 8th play of this drive. Little handoff. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. Complete pass and hit hard as he came down with it. And if they can connect on this one, that'll put them up by a couple of scores. It's up, and it's good. Looks like they're ready for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20, and he's taken down at the 20. The offense will come out again hoping to have similar results as their last drive.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
Brought down right around the 24-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 24. Finds his man. First down. And he's taken down around the 32-yard line.
First down.
Caught, and he's hit immediately.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From their own 35-yard line. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, let's go 2nd.
There's a strike complete. And down he goes at about the 43-yard line.
First down.
Throws right, intercepted. He's at the 40. And they make the stop around the 37-yard line. And the quarterback just can't believe it. He really wishes he could have that one back.
Every quarterback has passes that he wishes he could have back. However, hey, a pick is a pick, and no one is going to care how bad he wants that one back.
From the 37-yard line, it's first down. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And he's level at the 28. First down marker. Tackled after a decent pickup.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Nice run there. Chaney gets 6 yards on the carry.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
From the 18-yard line, it's 2nd down. Got a man, but he's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard loss.
Pretty good stand.
Just throws this one away. They'll line it up for the field goal. Kicks up, and they tack on 3 points. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He'll return it from the 3. They'll bring him down at the 25. Well, Herbie, this senior hasn't looked nearly as sharp as we've seen him in the past.
Right now, the defensive pressure flat out is causing these turnovers. When you're a defensive coordinator, you want to always try to get your defense to pin their ears back and put pressure on the quarterback. When you do that, you're going to create opportunities.
Even though it hasn't been his day so far, he can still help this team. He just needs to be positive out there. Well, let's see if he can shake off that pick that he tossed last time out.
I look for the offense to come out with the same game plan as before. You don't make changes after one play.
Takes the handoff inside and stopped immediately. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
You have to like how this linebacker was able to move up quickly and bring down the ball carrier for a short gain. Nice stop by the junior.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 25. Quick strike to the receiver. Knocked out of bounds at about the 41. And this is still anyone's ball game as we head into the final quarter of play.
23-10, Seminoles. Into the 4th quarter now, and we're back to the action.
He's taken down at about the 39-yard line. Ball on the 39-yard line. Quick throw out to the receiver. He's brought down in the open field.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
Dumps it complete to the halfback over the middle. So they're going to go for it here. Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work.
The defense really cranked up the heat there. Give those guys all the credit for forcing a desperation pass.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 47.
Let's get off the field.
He's scrambling. Room around the corner. They'll bring him down around the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
And he's tackled at about the 37-yard line. From the 37-yard line, 1st down. Gets to about the 34-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Fires out to his receiver. Tackle made at the 26. We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 26. Nice run, and he's brought down. Quick throw, and he tackles him hard at the 14. From the 14-yard line. 1st down. He has some room. He gets to about the 5. This is the 9th play of this drive. Hits him hard at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. Let's see if they can muscle this one in. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. This is the 11th play of this drive. fires quickly, and they got it. Touchdown.
You've got to give each of these guys credit for getting in sync, really fighting to create that touchdown.
They're going to take a look at this to determine if it was really a touchdown.
And they didn't waste any time going to the booth to review this play.
So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll get a second look at it here and determine if he was in bounds when he hauled it in.
And that play happened so fast that it was very tough to tell if he was able to get a foot down or not.
So after some discussion, the call on the field stands. And he hits the PAT. A 10-play, 53-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
He's to the 20. Oh, man, he took him down hard. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
Pass is caught. The defense lays him out.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
Really nice play by the defensive lineman. I like this guy's size and instincts.
Makes it to the 34.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. First down.
He's going to try and scramble. Tackle right around the 48-yard line.
Gain of 14 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Wants it all. Going deep. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
Howard on the coverage. That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 48. Looks middle, got his back. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line.
Hey, I know there's not much time left in this game and they're down big, but you never know. We've seen crazier things in college football. Maybe they get this ball into the end zone and recover an onside kick, and who knows, maybe they can come back and win this thing.
Gets rid of it quickly. And he's got the freshman. And a huge touchdown play. Tough time defending that one.
But, Brad, one of the things with this defense is you leave yourself vulnerable in one-on-one coverage. Great throw by the quarterback and great speed by the receiver. One of the things a quarterback's looking for before the ball is snapped on a post route is to see if he has one safety in the middle of the field. Because with one safety, you can use your eyes to move that safety and then throw back the other way for the touchdown. And I thought the quarterback that time did a really good job of managing that safety and eventually making the throw for the touchdown.
They bring him down, and they bring him down hard on that one. They ran the ball very well on their last drive, and it resulted in 6. Just under 3 to go in regulation. He gets out to about the 42-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. He fights forward to about the 39. The back gets 3 on the carry.
Good job by the junior linebacker to read the run and limit the play to a short gain.
Now he tries to buy some time. Sheds one tackler. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. And that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy's amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
The Sooners using their third and final timeout. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
The offensive lineman played that one perfectly, giving the tailback plenty of space to work with, and he took advantage of it.
Throw to the tight end and in and out of his hands.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
He's gobbled up in the backfield. Here's the pass, broken up. Defense stiffens there and gives it back to their offense. They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
Steps up and goes down.
That'll make it 2nd and 9.
The spike will stop the clock. Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 16-yard line. Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick.
That makes it 4th and 1. Number 8 is in the quarterback.
Well, after that injury, we'll get to see the backup quarterback here. Intercepted, and I think I can hear the fat lady singing. And he is drilled at the 43. Nothing more demoralizing for a defense than seeing the opposing quarterback take a knee. The Sooners, I'm sure, are secure in the knowledge that despite this setback today, they still have one of the best players in the country.
Well, this is a devastating loss, but it's one that they're going to have to put behind them. And as you said, they still have one of the best players in the country. They don't need to deviate their plan. Get back to really what they know, and that's getting the ball to their star player. Next week, I'm sure they'll be fine.
That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.